Good stuff. Now, Richard Andrew Arnold joins us now. For that is his full name. And if it's not Aaron Taylor-Johnson one day, it's Idris Elba the next.
I know, as you just said, Susanna, I'm making a career over the last week interviewing people who don't want to talk about being Bond, even though they're in the frame for being Bond.
No.
Aaron was very coy, wasn't he, on the Fall Guy red carpet? We couldn't show it at length yesterday
Suspiciously
on GMB,
coy.
but suspiciously coy, I don't know. When he sort of went all doe-eyed on me, which you can get away with if you're Aaron Taylor-Johnson, that I had those genes, he sort of said, I've got a great slate of work coming up for the rest of the year, and he wouldn't be drawn elsewhere.
Yeah, does it include doing Bond,
Well, this
Aaron
is it, but they're not going to break a global embargo, are they, on the Fall Guy red carpet? But anyway, Idris...
But interestingly, he didn't rule it out.
No. Exactly.
Did he?
So name's still in the ballpark.
Yes.
Idris, meanwhile, I think we can say is an outsider now. Whenever I approach the subject with him, yes, there's a bristle, a slight bristle in the room.
Let's
But
find out.
nevertheless,
I'm looking forward to this.
I've asked that before and we've parked that. But let's talk about the charcuterie board that is the rest of Idris's very broad range and acting career. He's taken a break from typical hard men roles and lend his voice to Knuckles, the former rival turned best friend of Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, Knuckles is a 6-part series that sees the title character take a journey of self-discovery as he agrees to train a protege and teach him the ways of the Echidna warrior. Now, I asked Idris all about it.
I don't even know what all of that meant.
It's a spicy anteater, I think.
OK.
Spiky, not spicy.
Spiky.
Spiky. You're back in the spicy
I'm back on the margaritas. I know, who knew? You can smell it on my breath. So I asked Idris about all that and so much more. He's got quite a lot in the pipeline. Here you go. Oh, hello, you magnificent beast. It's good to see you. I'm all right. How do I look?
Good.
Yeah?
You're good.
Coolest man on the planet. I've got to make sure I look the part. The last time I saw you, my friend, you were wrestling a beast, actually, speaking of magnificent beasts. There was a lion involved.
Oh, yeah.
You were also a genie. You've been in Zootopia, obviously. There was Finding Dory. And now you're an Echidna.
You think you can take my power?
Talk me through Knuckles. You cute little thing, you.
He is a fish out of water, and he doesn't come from our planet, doesn't really quite understand our customs and languages and whatnot. And it is literally 6 episodes of him trying to fit into the world. I'm a gamer, I love gaming, and then I had a Sega Mega Drive, and honestly, Sonic, big character for Sega.
I'd forgotten, my friend, that you were in Ab Fab.
Has anyone ever told you look a bit like Sean Connery?
It was a really interesting time back in the days of the BBC. Oh, back in the days, but we just drank wine and had fun all day. And then on Friday, we were like, right, better shoot this thing. And then we had a good time doing it.
And the great days of Auntie. And apparently you've never watched The Wire or Luther.
I get a little self-conscious, and I don't have eyes at the back of my head, so there's no reason I should be looking at the back of my head.
Can we talk Hijack?
Go on then.
It was phenomenal.
Oh, you enjoyed it? Thank you.
Buckle up. Yeah. You must be blown away by that success.
You know what I mean? Like, people really loved it.
Yeah, and there's going to be a second one, right?
I think so.
Oh, you know so. It's your name above the door. You're in it, you're producing it.
But lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place. Or does it? Does it?
Oh, there it is. Are you a different beast when you're managing the talent or even yourself in a piece like that?
My production company was working on the first season. They're great. I sort of oversee, if you like. I like what they're doing. If I don't like it, I'll pipe up.
I think if you were overseeing me or hovering over my shoulder if I was working for you, I'd have a real river in my valley. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to know what it means, but I get it.
The time is all too short.
That was 10 minutes already.
That was 10 minutes already. Times I've heard that in a hotel room. Idris, it's lovely to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too, man.
Good to see you, mate. Always fun to catch up with him. Now, as you well know, colleagues and very supportive chums, I was a bit under the weather last week, so I do apologise. It was Echidna. It's not an Echidna, but when we were doing the junket and I was feeling... I'd had food poisoning and I walked into the junket and there was this buffet and all I could see was this food and I was thinking, enchiladas everywhere, there's food everywhere. It's definitely an Echidna. He plays a cartoon Echidna. We got it.
OK, you're forgiven.
I'm forgiven, yes, indeed. You can catch the 6-part series Knuckles if we've sold it to you on Paramount Plus, launching on the 27th of April. And Hijack 2, we cannot wait for. Please, please, please. It was
Do you know what? I have no memory until then of him in Absolutely Fabulous.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, loved it.
Well done for digging that out of the archive.
Absolutely loved it. Well, leave it to me to bring Ab Fab to the table. In other news, several crew members have been injured on the set of Eddie Murphy's new film, The Pickup. The Amazon Studios